Welcome to BioBox Labs. Today's question is, what causes bad breath? Have you ever had it where someone comes up to you and starts talking and it hits you like, oh my goodness, something must have died in their mouth? And actually, you realize that if you study it, nothing has died. In fact, there is something very alive in their mouth, and that's called bacteria. In fact, there can be up to 20 billion bacteria living inside your mouth if you don't take care of it, and that bacteria puts off like this sulfur smell that gives you bad breath. So today we're going to look into that and some of the things that maybe you can do to help eliminate your bad breath. So what do we have in our BioBox? We have some auger, and this is basically bacterial food, and your auger will be in a little bit smaller container. You have 3 Petri dishes, and you're going to label them 1 to 3 with a marker or something. We have some cotton swabs that are sterile, and then you have a little bit of mouthwash inside there. So let's begin. First thing we need to do is melt the auger, and we're going to use that to fill in the Petri dishes so we can collect the bacteria in our mouth and see what's actually growing. So you have 2 options for melting the auger. First, you want to loosen up the cap a little bit, and then you can stick it in your microwave, and you can start at about a minute and then maybe do it in 30-second increments and swirl in between. You don't want it to boil over, so make sure you're checking it carefully as you microwave it. The other option is to take a pot like this, stick it inside with some water in there, and gently bring it to a melt over a stove. So that's your other option. So let's get started. Let's melt our auger. So I just microwaved my auger, and I did not follow my own instructions well enough, and it did explode all over my microwave. So be sure when you're heating it up, you do it in small enough increments, swirl it a little bit, and then heat it a little bit more and watch it carefully. Make sure the cap is loose, not on there tight, or it builds up pressure and it will explode, and then you have to clean up your microwave like I just did. So now once we have this, you let it cool for just a little bit so we don't melt our Petri dishes, and then we're going to pour a small amount inside each one of our Petri dishes, just a little bit, and then you can kind of shake the Petri dish. And so now we just let them cool, and we'll let them sit for about an hour, and so that the auger cools. So what is auger? Someone asked me that question, and I wanted to let you know it is basically has a lot of nutrients in that bacteria will enjoy and eat and grow. If we just stuck it on the Petri dish, they wouldn't grow. But what is it that they're eating in our mouth? Think about it. What are you eating when you put stuff in your mouth? When you put that in there, it gets trapped in your teeth, and the bacteria go crazy cleaning it all up. But they don't just clean it up, they also produce the smell that's bad. And they can produce tartar and a number of different things and acid that aren't great for your teeth. So that's why we're going to learn about how to take care of your teeth by looking at the bacteria that are here. So now we're going to let them cool. Okay, so now our Petri dishes have cooled. In fact, when you do this, you actually want to wait to the next morning, because the next step is really important. You want to collect the bacteria out of your teeth right when you've awakened, and before you have brushed your teeth. So what we're going to do is you will take one of these sterile cotton swabs out, and in dish number 1, you're going to take this swab and first take it all inside your mouth, all like this, all around here, all on your teeth. You're going to even especially get all on your tongue. Bacteria love to hang on your tongue, and all the different areas. And then you're going to take your swab and gently open up the lid. Now you don't want to have the lid fly open, because then all the bacteria from the air comes in. But just gently open it, and then you're going to make a bunch of zigzags across the auger that's in there. And then you're going to do that in the number 2. You're going to do the same thing, but get a new cotton swab. Again, totally swab all of your teeth in your unwashed mouth. And you're going to put that again right on top of the auger and gently zigzag it back and forth, just gently opening the top and zigzagging back and forth. Now run and brush your teeth. Get your teeth as clean as you can. Make sure you brush your tongue and everything. And for the third one, you're going to take a new cotton swab, swab the inside of your mouth, and then you're going to streak it across plate 3. Last thing you're going to do is you're going to take a little bit of the mouthwash that's in your box, and you're going to pour some of the mouthwash, just gently sprinkle it across the top of Number 2, and kind of swirl it around so that it spreads across the surface, so it's setting on top of your bacteria. What does mouthwash do to the bacteria that are in your mouth? And you're going to get to find out. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your Petri dishes and you're going to actually flip them over. We invert them. The one with mouthwash, maybe not. Oh, let's see, because it might run around, but actually we can turn it over and still if it runs on the bottom, it's okay. And then the third one, we turn them all slightly upside down. This keeps water from condensing on your bacteria. And now you're gonna take all of them and stick them into a warm place and let the bacteria begin to grow for a few days. You can check on them each day. Are there any spots? Do you see any bacteria growing? And then after 3 to 4 days, you're gonna come back and see what happened. Where is there the most bacteria? Does mouthwash make a difference? Does brushing your teeth make a difference? When you look at the bacteria, you're going to be looking for all different color little circles on your Petri dishes to see has bacteria grown, and you will be able to tell, does this make a difference? And I'm going to let you be surprised. I'm not going to even tell you the answer. So you're going to need to check back when you do your experiment and determine if the bacteria is growing from the bacteria inside your mouth. Today, I want to make a shout out to 3 BioBoxers. I want to shout out to Kimberly, Victor, and Joelle. These BioBoxers are in California. Thanks for joining us.
If you would like to become a BioBoxer and get your own experiments delivered to your door, subscribe at bioboxlabs.com. And if you'd like a shout out in one of our videos, send your names to info@bioboxlabs.com. See you next time.